Okay, here we are. Sorry about the delay. I did not realize until about 6:15 that I didn't have any coins randomized for this, so I had to randomize a few hundred coins. I hope I got enough. If I didn't, we'll have to just continue the show a different day. I have a bag full of people's chips here. This is ridiculous. We just have a ton of stuff here. Now, we got lots of giveaways, lots of goodies, too. I've got proof coins going all the way back to 1953 in here. I also personally stuck in about a half a dozen 1960 small date proof cents. 1960 small date proof cents. They are marked as such, so there's no confusion as to what you get. And I also have created a couple of new chips for us to use. I've got the 4 bonus chips, but I added an extra, so now I've got 5 bonus chips. Bonus chips are, if I draw the bonus chip, then I draw your name, you get 2 coins instead of 1. Your next purchase, and I will keep track of them and apply them to your invoice next time you purchase something from me. And then we have, dun dun dun, the game. The game is a game that you can play if you're here. That's the only change in my rule. If you're not here, I draw a different name. But if you're here, you get to play the game, and I've done another chip. I've got 4 game chips now. Game chips, you can... Okay, what happens with a game chip? I pull a game chip, then I pull your name. And then with the first coin, I show you the date and mint mark of the first coin. And then you guess higher or lower. If the date on the next coin is a higher date, a higher number, and you guessed higher, you win and you get to play again. If it is not, then you get that coin, but the game's over. So I hope I explained that well enough. If you guess higher and it is higher, you get it. If you guess lower and it is lower, you get it. And you get to keep going. But if it's the opposite of what you say, you get that coin and the game's over. You have to be present to play the game. I can't do any pick for me games anymore. This is the type of thing where I like viewership in the shows, and I'm not big for gimmicks or anything, but on a game like this where you're winning coins, you need to be there to win the coins. So that's kind of how that's going to work. So let me put the 5 bonus chips in. Let me put the 1, 2, 3, 4 $10 chips in. Let me put the 4 game chips in. And I'll mix everything in real well. Hopefully we keep a good connection this evening. And there's my scope just keeps getting worse. I don't know what the deal is with this. It's got horrible, just absolutely horrible white balance. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'll try to work with it. But anyhow, I'm going to pull. Well, hey, Jeffrey Smiley, thanks for the $5 super chat. My first name I'm pulling for the day is going to be Ronald Magany. Ronald gets a 1994 proof cent. 1994. And then his chip and his name go in the box. That's how it works. When we run into a game chip or a bonus chip, I'll explain it again. Crispy Mofo now gets 1980. 1980 S. Next up, would you look at that? Born Rebel. Born Rebel gets to play and pulls 1981 S. 1981 gets a 1981 proof. Born Rebel, are you here today? I hope you're here, because if I play the game chip for you, I want you to be able to play the game because you are the first. Well, today is your first day here. That's what I mean. Kelly Michaud, 1977. 1977 for Kelly. Let's see what else we have here. Yes, I can ship to Canada, Frank and Nancy. James Worley. You just have to realize that the rates are quite expensive. James Worley gets a 1980. The Canadian residents that I do have who bid usually wait for a box to get full. And when the box is full, they pay the shipping and I ship the entire box at once. Here's Bo, 2002. 2002 for Bo. But yes, I will ship to Canada. I'll ship anywhere in North America. I'll ship to England or any of the EU countries in Germany, or in Europe. But rates do apply. We have to work on what your rate is going to be. Mr. Adams, how about a 1964? 1964 from Mr. Adams. Had a couple of reveals today on 1963 proof rolls. Came out with a couple of real big winners. Crispy. Crispy now with a 1990 proof. That was kind of tough to get. All right. Well, we got Crispy again. Drew another crispy critter we were talking about earlier. 2005. 2005 proof for Crispy. Let's see if I can get somebody else's name out of here now for once. There we go, Jordan. Jordan is Parva's grandson, and he gets a 1971 proof. 1971. And then I got Penny Hoarder. I haven't seen him in a while. He's been busy lately. We get a 2005 proof for him. A 2005. Now, these marks that you're seeing are not on the coins. They are on the holder. These plastic holders have been through a lot of sorting and a lot of back and forth, and they're kind of scratched up a little bit, but the coins inside are well protected. Well, here's Born Rebel again. Born Rebel again, and a 1972 this time. 1972 proof. Next up. Dennis, you want to buy in? Yeah, I'll go ahead and let you buy in. We're early enough. How many do you want, Dennis? I'll go get your chips. And Doug, no, the years available this evening, these are all proof coins, so they're 1953 up. Okay, Dennis, I'll get your 5. I'll bill you later for it. There's Dennis. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Dennis, you are now in the bag. Get you mixed in there really well. Okay, let me write Dennis down here real quick. Cookie, how many you want? Cookie, Cookie, Cookie. Hello, Cookie. How many would you like, my dear? Hello, Stephen. All right, I'll get you 5. Hang on just a sec. All right, cookies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cookies. And 5 cookies going in the bag. And put a 5 next to Cookie here, and I'll get you billed later on tonight. There we go. I'm going to cut it off now. If you don't get in this time, we'll do it another time. There'll always be another time. Good day, Jeffrey. And here we go. Ronald again. Well, Ronald got the very first one. Now he gets this one, 2010. 2010 for Ronald. Next up, Cat Morgan. Cat Morgan Dollar, the big game winner last time, gets a 2019 2019 proof. Now, I will explain again, just for those of you who are just tuning in, that these coins are not scratched. It's the holders. It's the flips that are scratched, and I am not replacing flips. Too expensive to replace when they get scratched. All right, here's one for Sissy. Up Sissy now, 2001. 2001 for Sissy. Up next, Richard, Mr. Sappington. And next coin in the box is a 1972. 1972 from Mr. Sappington. Jeffrey, I can't do it this time. You have to register. And once you register and get your email address set with us, then we can let you play. But we're supposed to buy in prior to the show. And that happens on auction night, which was yesterday. Every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we hold an auction and we sell some sort of a pool. What did I do that for? Next one in the box. That's the way it's supposed to work. Penny Hoarder gets 1975. 1975. Next up, Jim Fletcher. Jim? 2007. 2007 proof. But Jeffrey, I'll tell you what. Somebody put in the email address for me, please. I don't have my keyboard in front of me. It's coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Send me your real name, your YouTube username, and your email address, and I'll get you registered so that you're good to bid and good to buy next time we come on the air. Steven? What does Steven get? 2006. 2006 proof. Next up, Carl. There you go. Thank you, Doug. Coppercoins Payments. Oh, it's at gmail.com. Coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Carl? How about a 1985 proof? 85s are not the easiest to find. Coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Crispy Mofo. 2010 for Crispy. What's next? Grab something here. Steven? There's one for Steven. Steven gets a 1957. 1957 proof. $10 coin there, brother. You got a nice one. There it is. Coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Thank you, Doug. Who do we got next? Sand Digger? Sand Digger gets a 1970S proof. 1970S. Lots of double dies and other nifty things to find on those. All right, let's see. Penny Hoarder comes back with a vengeance. Let's see what he has here. 1999. I'm going to party like it's 1999. Make sure you watch for the close AM on that. Frostbite. Frostbite. Frosty gets a 2008. 2008 proof. Oh, 57. You're talking about 57 proofs? I don't have enough 57 proofs, I don't think, to do a... I might be able to do a reveal show on 57 proof. Carl? Carl. How about a 1973 for Carl? 1973. Nice double die obverse to be looking for in 1973. A few RPMs as well. Here's another one for Ronald. Ronald now, 2007. 2007 proof. If I do happen to run out of coins before I run out of names, I will finish the pull. It'll just have to be scheduled at a different time. We'll have to finish it up later. 2011 S. I don't think I'm going to run out, though. And that's for Patreas Adrakis. Next up, did I get a bonus? Now here's how the bonus works. I'm going to draw somebody's name. When I draw somebody's name, they're going to get 2 coins instead of 1. That's going to be Ronald. Ronald Magany gets 2. 1, 2. And his first one is a 2013 S. And his next one is a 1982 that's got some rather wild toning on it. 2013 and a 1982 for Ronald. Next up, that's how that works. Jim Worley. Mr. Worley, 2006. Draco's Dragon, what are I say what? Did you ask a question? What are I? What am I? Soy Americano. I'm not sure what you're asking, Draco. Paul Hampton. Paul Hampton comes up next. He's going to get a 2016. 2016 proof. And again, as we go through these, know that the coins are not scratched up. The holders are. Here's another one for Frostbite. Frostbite now. 1993. 1993 for Frostbite. What am I doing? Oh, okay. This is a proof pull. You get in on this on Tuesdays. During the auction, I sell spots for the proof pulls. They are $2.50 per pull. There's a few different bonuses that you can get in this that get you extra coins. Ted Evans. There's also proof Lincoln cents going all the way back to 1953 in here. 1989 for Ted. And it is a pull game where I'm pulling a chip that has your name on it. You buy your chips, you get your chips, I pull the chips, and the chips bring coins. Paul? Paul gets 1999. 1999. All the goodies are randomly scattered throughout the box. They're not in any particular order at all. Oh, what do we have here? We got the game. Somebody's going to get the experience of playing the game. If you're here, I've got 25 watchers here. Let's see. I'm going to dig way back in the very back. Bo Palmer, are you here? We'll let Bo play the game. Bo. Is Bo here? Wait for him to answer before I pull his first coin out, because it may end up being somebody else. If Bo doesn't respond, we're going to have to go on to somebody else. There's Bo. Okay. Bo, your first coin is a 2017 proof coin. You want to go with a lower date or a higher date? Higher or lower? Bo says lower. And it is. 1961. 61, higher or lower? Bo? 1961. We do have a little bit of a lag, so the game goes a little bit slow. It'd be nice if we had absolutely live, like the very second I say something, you hear it. That would be awesome, because we could do this pretty quickly. But it takes a little time because we do have a lag. Well, would you look at that? There's 2014. Bo's correct. Got it higher. You want another one higher or lower now? I think I can guess what Bo is going to say. Where is Bo going to go this time? I think he's going to say lower, and he did. Would you look at this? 2013. It is lower. Now, I have to explain before it happens that if his next call, the coin happens to come out to be the same date as what he calls, he gets it. It's a win. It's an automatic win to the player. So, Bo, what are you going to do this time? Lower or higher than 2013? Oh, Stephen Allen. Bo says lower. And Bo gets it. 2008. Bo, here we go. Higher or lower this time. Bo's already got a fistful of coins here, and we're going to keep working toward more. We're going to end up with a Captain Morgan dollar rival here. Bo says lower. What do we get? And it is 1995. That is lower. I'm going to put your other coins up here. We're just going to work with this one. So 1995. Now what are we going to do? Higher or lower? 1995. We're kind of scooting toward the middle there. Getting a little bit harder to make the decision now, isn't it? 1995. We're going to go higher or lower than that? Bo says lower again. And it is 1972. 1972 now. A little harder to make the decision. We're going to go lower or higher than 1972. I can't help but peek. You got that right, Stephen. 72, higher or lower, and he says higher. And he's right, 2007. 2007, it is higher. Now, I want you guys to all know that these coins were placed in this box completely at random. I have no idea what's coming next until I look at it. So, Bo, do you want a higher or lower than 2007? Lower than 2007. Gets it. 1961. All right, now we got 1961. Where are we going to go now? Higher or lower? He can clear the box. We play this until he loses. Got a 1961. We're going to go higher or lower? This is part of the draw to playing this. Hell, he's getting a whole stack of proof coins for $2.50 draw. He's going to say higher. And is he right or wrong? He's right. 1963. Gets one. 1963. Just a little bit higher. Yeah, Sherman did the box for me. That's right. I don't even know what the record is. Captain Morgan Dollar can tell you because he counted the coins when they arrived. So we went higher, we got higher by 2 whole years. Are we higher or lower this time? Bo says higher. Is it higher? No, it's not. But it is a 1960 small date. So he gets one of the valuable 1960 small dates as his last coin in the game. What a way to go out, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 coins. 11 coins. Wait, 4, 8, 11. There's 11, not 12. Cap Morgan did 12. So there's 11, and Bo got 11 coins there. Didn't break the record, but man, came close. But he did get a 1960 small date proof. Small date proofs are actually pretty tough to come by. $20 coin. All right. Congratulations, Bo. Well, who we got next? Kelly Michaud. I'll move this so it's easier to read this stuff. Actually, I need to turn this off and bring that closer. There we go. That'll make that a little easier to do. Kelly Michaud. Kelly gets a 1986. Tough year, 1986. It's actually, those are pretty valuable rolls. You get close to $200 for a roll of those. Malcolm. Malcolm up next. 1976. 1976 proof. Hey, there's Born Rebel. I got to put you in moderator mode so we know that you are a part of the family now. Born Rebel, you are now blue. What did I do that for? I meant to draw a name first. I have to draw a name. Taco John. Taco John gets the next coin. Next coin is a 2011. 2011. Next up, Stanley. Stan the Man, 1990. 1994, Stanley. Next, Kelly Michaud. Kelly, 1975. Got a couple of spots on that one, but it's a 75 proof. That's the first proof only S-Mint issue. Jordan Nawab, 1977. I don't think so, Carl. I haven't been watching my text today. I'm easier with a Facebook Messenger message or an email, but hello, Lisa. Wanda comes up next, and Wanda gets 1992. 1992. Carl, I'll look after the show, and if it turns out that I can't find your message, I'll message you and ask you. Carl, here's coin for you. 1997. 97 proof. Let's see. Techstar comes up next. And Techstar will get a 1981 proof. That one is a Type 1, I can tell. Have been a couple of Type 2 1981s come out of here before. Ant's next coin, 1986. Very nice, 1986 proof. Next up, Shay Shay. And Shay Shay gets a 2011. 2011. Up next, well, Born Rebel goes next. What does Born Rebel get? How about a 1994 proof? 1994. Good on you there. Let's see what we got next. Josie Fletcher. Josie. 1988. 1988 proof. Get these out of there and move this here. Next up, Crispy. Crispy. 2013 for Crispy. A 2013 proof. Next up, Jim Fletcher. Jim, 2003. 2003 proof. And these things have been shuffled around in boxes for a bit. Holders are starting to look just a little rough. Speaking of a little rough, lingering old fire, Ted Evans. Ted Evans now, 2008. 2008 proof. That chip was a little rough. I'm going to make some new Ted Evans chips. Well, look at that. Ted Evans pops out again. This time with a 1992. 1992. Okay, Mr. Adams, we will see you. Have a good evening. Carl. Carl is up next, 1962. That's got some cameo. That's a nice looking coin right there. 1962. Who's up next? Miss Sissy. Sissy, let's see what we're going to have here for Sissy. 1997. It's a 1997 proof. Next up, Cat Morgan dollar. 1970. 1970S proof for Cat Morgan dollar. Well, hello, Mr. Ted. Here's Doug. Doug Rizak, 2014. It's a 2014 proof. And next up, these are going to be mailed out tomorrow. If you get your bill paid, we'll get them mailed out to you beginning tomorrow. We'll be boxing these up and mailing them out. 1964 for Jordan. Next up, Kelly Michaud. Kelly gets a 1980 proof. Next up, Mr. Worley. James, 1999 proof. Jesse Minter, 1988 with a free hair. Not going to charge you a dime for that. So generous. Paul Hampton. Mr. Paul gets a 2015. Yeah, it'd be nice if there was an 1877 proof in there. That would be nice. Cat Morgan dollar. Got a 2017. 2017 for Cat Morgan dollar. Tell you what, if there was an 1877 proof in here, it would be something that would be quite a surprise to me. 1972 here. 1972 proof for Taco John. Richard. Let's see what Richard ends up with. How about Bicentennial 1976? 1976 issue. What we got next? Mark. He needs new chips. Mark needs new chips. 1995. 1995 for Mark. Here we go. And next, back to Jordan. And Jordan with a 2014. 2014. Mark likes his old chips. Okay, I'll use them until they completely wear out. I'll use them until we can't read them anymore. How about Patreus now? Patreus? 1989 for Patreus. Penny Hoarder. Penny Hoarder, 2010, I'm sorry. 2010. I need to have my eyeballs on, and I don't. Dennis, Mr. Paulson. 2013 for Dennis. A 2013 proof. Carl. Carl gets a 2010. Carl with a 2010. You'd be surprised what's in the Red Book. Wanda. Red Book's got a lot of stuff in there. Wanda with a 1993. 1993 proof. Cookie up next. Cookie, latecomer to the party. Let's see what she gets. 1971. It's her first draw. 1971. Up next, I got Dennis again. Dennis this time, 1986. Nice tough year to get. Don't see those as often as you might think. It's the year I graduated, so I pay attention. What was that, Wanda? Timing is everything. 2008. 2008. Here's a good instance of timing, where timing actually works in favor. So we have Shay Shay. $1973. See how I made you wait there? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Andy Dufresne. Wait a minute. This belongs to somebody else. It's a leftover spare chip from when Rebecca was playing. I don't know who this belongs to, though. I'll figure it out in post. It belongs to somebody here. God, I hope that doesn't happen again. 1999. For whomever this is, it's not Rebecca. The cards, I mastered them from images of the actual cards on my computer, and then printed them, and printed the front side and the back side, and then I stuck the front side and the back side together, and then I cut them. So they look pretty much exactly like the old original cards did. And then I'm going to mount them on mat board and frame them. Hang them on my wall because I've wanted a set of those cards since I was a kid. And, well, they continue to just get more expensive, and I don't think I'll ever be able to afford them. So I'm just going to do what every other poor person does and dream. I'll just make them up on my own. Ted? And maybe while I'm at it, some other people might want some sets too. 1977. 1977 S for Ted Evans. It's what we got next. Taco John. Taco John. Taco John comes up now with a 2007. 2007 for Taco John. Next, Mickey Fur. Mickey. This is a 1973. 1973 for Mickey. But those cards had originally been issued in cigarette packs in 1888. Frostbite. Frostbite with a 1982. Next up, Patreus. 2006 for Patreus. Oops. I get back to the... All right, Steven, I appreciate it, brother. Drop back anytime. Miss you at the auctions, brother. Let's see. What we got? Richard. Mr. Seppington. 1975. Well, I've already sold one set, and the set that I sold was $20. Uh-oh. We got the game. We got the game. Who's going to get to play the game? Let's see if we have the person here. Boy, that happened at complete random. Well, let's see. Bo, you around? Taco John always makes you hungry. You hear, Bo? Bo's here. All right, Bo, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. 1962. Higher or lower. You already know the rules. Right, are you kidding? Kind of hope not, but here it is. We get to watch Bo practice at it, and then you get to play it sometime. 1962, we going higher or lower than 1962, Bo? Dang, brother, you're going to come out high win on this, right? All right, the next one up is a 1990. That is higher. We're going to go higher or lower on this one. Cat may be in trouble. Higher or lower? 1990. Higher than a 1990. Walk, walk. 1969. 1969 is the next one. And that's where Bo leaves off this time. Needs more practice, right? Thanks for playing the game, Bo. Second time round. What do we do now? Sissy? Sissy gets a 2017. 2017. Now, Bo gets that last coin that I pulled. But that's it for him. Josie. 2016 for Josie. That's right. Still 3 coins. Get us an opening here. Hang on. I'm losing control. Wait before I lose control. And there. Okie dokie. Malcolm. Malcolm, 2013. 2013 for Malcolm. Next up, Shay Shay. Shay Shay gets 1961. 1961. Oh boy. Stanley. Stanley up next with a 2006. 2006. For the best hits and coins and more, come to the Copper Coins channel. How about that? You like that? I think that sounds good. Best coin hits. Patreus, 1987. 87 for Patreus. Even in new math, that's right. Stephen. 2011 for Stephen, plus a free hair. I charge you absolutely nothing extra for hair. Hair usually belongs to the dog. You clone my dog, and I get the offspring. Frostbite. 1988. 88 for Frostbite. Next up is Adam. Coins and Ghouls. How about 1980 for Adam? 1980. Next up, Malcolm. Malcolm. 1999. 1999. 28 people watching, only 11 likes. Get out there and smash that like button for me. And we'll find out who gets the bonus. The bonus will go to Penny Hoarder. And Penny Hoarder gets a 2015. There's your 2015 and 2014. 2015 and a 2014. You're in now? Did you send your email to me to register, Jeffrey? Woohoo! Looky there. There's another one of our bonuses. That's a $10 chip. $10 chip. I'm going to pull a name, draw a coin, and you get $10. There we go. Born Rebel. Born Rebel with a 1992 plus $10 to use on the next purchase you make with me. I'll put the coin in here, and then I'm going to label the chip with your name. If I can find my labels. That was more work than it should have been. There we go. Now, Born Rebel, I got your chip labeled with your name. I'll give you that credit tonight as soon as we get done with the show. Next time you come back to spend money, you got your first $10 worth is free. Sand Digger, congratulations to you. Sand Digger with a 1970 proof, 1970. Beginner's luck. I love beginner's luck. Sureg. Woohoo! Sureg gets a 1960 small date proof. 1960 small date proof. These things sell for about $20 a piece. Sureg got a nice one there. Sand Digger. Back to Sand Digger. 2008 S for Sand Digger. Those 1960 small date proofs are actually very difficult to come by. I remember buying my first one. It was at the 1999 ANA World Convention in Chicago. Doug, 2011. 1999 ANA World's Fair of Money in Chicago, Illinois, in, I think it was July of 1999. July of 99. It cost me $16. I bought it for $16, and that was over 20 years ago. Mr. Worley, 2013. 13, hello, Sissy. Finally, Sissy gets to play the game if we draw her chip. Because we have gone to, you have to be present to play the game. You have to be here. Penny Hoarder. It's 1961. 61 for Penny Hoarder. Mark. And his perfectly fine, worn out chip. 1989. And 89 for Mark. There's that. Next up, Paul. Mr. Hampton. 2015. 2015 proof. Throw this in here and bring that up there. And then move to the next one, Sand Digger. Sand Digger, you're back again. 1982. 1982 for Sand Digger. Jim. Jim Fletcher, 1980. 1980 for Jim Fletcher. Mr. Adams. 2011 now. 2011. And Shay Shay. Shay Shay is next. 1988. 86, I'm sorry. 86 for Shay Shay. Next up, Dennis. Dennis gets the last one in this row. There it is. 1969. 69 proof. Don't forget to check those for double dies. It is entirely possible. Sureg. Up next, Sureg. 1977. 1977 for Sureg. Up next, Carl. Carl now. 1980. 1980. Stanley. Stanley Z. 1988. And 88 for Stanley. Next up, Techstar. Techstar now. 1978. 1978. Mr. Adams. A 2003. 2003 from Mr. Adams. Now next, oh, Mr. Adams again. How about that? 2016 for Mr. Adams. Then we have Jesse. Jesse Minter. How about 2010 for Jesse? 2010. And next up, Taco John. Taco John. And pull a 2007 out of the hat. 2007 for Taco John. Next up, Penny Hoarder. Penny Hoarder now, 2000. Y2K, 2000. And next, Shay Shay. Shay Shay gets a 1990. 1990 proof. Next, Sissy. Come on, Sissy. 1997. 1997 for Sissy. Then Malcolm. 82. 1982 for Malcolm. Jeffrey. It is coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Richard. Richard up next. 1980 or 1996. I'm sorry, 1996S. Proof Lincoln sent here. And next up, Little Miss Fletcher. Josie Fletcher gets a 2010. And next up, Cookie. Cookie. 2011. 2011S. It is an awesome coin, Sissy. Picked really well doing that. There's Doug again. coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Correct email address. Thank you very much. Jordan. 2004 for Jordan. Next up. Well, there's Jordan again. And Jordan this time, 1992. 1992. Malcolm. 1970 for Malcolm. 1970 proof. What we got next? Mr. Adams. 2017. 2017 for Mr. Adams. Next up, Stephen. 2003 for Stephen. 2003 proof. Ronald M. It's a 1972. 1972 proof. Mr. Adams. 1956. A little bit earlier. Nice proof. $12, $15. How much those sell for? Mr. Minter. Oh, Jesse. 1964. 64 proof for Jesse. Well, Jesse again. What we got now? 1980 for Jesse. Jesse again. I tell you what, these chips are well mixed, and I'm going to different parts of the bag for them too. It's 2014 for Jesse. Prove it. I'll go way down here in the corner. Did not get Jesse this time. Techstar. Techstar 1976. For Techstar, 1976 proof. What, 3 in a row? Did I get 3 in a row? Was that 3 in a row? 1, 2. Yeah, it was. 3 in a row is a record. I mean, how could you, with probably 150, 200 chips left in a bag, and you've probably got 7 examples out of 250 chips, what are the chances of picking 3 in a row that are the same? When there's only probably 8 left of him, because he may have already got 1 or 2 coins, I'm sure. 2007 now for Dennis. Just do the odds. Seriously. Adam, this is Coins and Ghouls. 2008. 2008 for Adam. Right? Here's one for Sissy. Heck, I can't even call red or black with that kind of consistency. Sissy with a 2016 now. 2016. Some sort of a, look like the round center part plastic to a 2x2 stuck to the flip there. Bo Palmer. Bo? He's probably already got 5 of these in his pulls tonight, but there's a 1980. Who's up next? Ronald Magany. 1989. 89 proof. This is going to have to go into a second night. I can tell you that now. This bag looks almost as full as it did when I started. 1961. 1961 for Dennis. So I will run this until 8:30. That'll be an hour and 15 minutes, and then we'll finish it up Saturday. Bo. 2011S. 2011. You guys bought a lot of chips in this. Batreus Hadrakis. 1977. 77 for Patreus. Crispy. Crispy 1970. 1970 for Crispy. Next up, Cap Morgendollar. 1986. 86 for Cap Morgendollar. Who's up next? Ted? Ted Evans. 1960. This one is a large date. 1960. The more common large date. Still a $2 to $3 coin. Who's going to get that? $10. Somebody is going to get $10. It's going to be Parvis. Parvis, and I'm going to pull a coin for him. 2019. 2019 for Parvis. Who this is. I'm going to do some research. Frostbite. 2010 for Frostbite. 2010. Crispy. Up now, 2007. Got 2007 for Crispy. Next coin. Actually, that chip for Parvis, I should have just labeled it like I do the rest. $10. I'll put his name on it here real quick. And there's that. Got Parvis' $10 chip ready to go. All right. Next up, Richard. Mr. Sappington. How about 1992? 1992 for Mr. Sappington. Next up, Patreus. 1980. 1980 for Patreus. Next up, Jordan. That is for sure true. Sissy's telling you the truth. I don't check these coins before we do these pulls. I buy them and I turn them right back around to you. So there could be double dies, there could be repunchment marks, there could be all sorts of things in this stuff. There's one for Sissy. Sissy now with a 1983. 1983. That's kind of a scarce date. Crispy now. 1988 for Crispy. I'm showing 21 likes, Mickey. Showing 27 people, 21 likes. Who's up next? Mac. Gets a 1975. First year of the S-only proof. Or the proof-only S-mint issue. And that didn't come out right. Ant. 2242. It's a 2008. 2008. Let's see, up next, Coins and Ghouls. Adam? I don't think I've seen a 54 yet tonight. That's weird, because I know they're in here. 1973. I don't think I've seen a 53 in here yet either. Doug? $2,000. That's weird. Mine shows 25 likes and 30 viewers. So 2,000 for Doug. Kelly Ray. What does Kelly Ray get? 2019. 2019 proof for Kelly Ray. What's up next? Steven? Steven with a 2016. 2016 for Steven. Stanley. Stan the man. Let's see what he gets this time around. How about a 1969? 1969 S proof. And next, Mr. Worley. And Mr. Worley gets a 1962. 1962 proof. Mickey. 2015 for Mickey. Up next, Roy. Roy, 1996. Cat Morgan. 1962. 1962 for Cat Morgan. Sand Digger. Sand Digger up next. For the 2007. Sand Digger with the 2007. Here's Cat Morgan dollar. Cat Morgan dollar. 1960. It's a large date. 1960. Now Mr. Fletcher. 1964. 1964. Next up. Would you look at that, Mr. Fletcher again? One more and we tie the record, right? 2010 for Mr. Fletcher. Up next, Mark. Mark, 2006. 2006 proof. Steven. 2000. Got 2000 proof. Played up until 8:30. We'll do one more pull tonight. Then we'll break off until, let's see, tomorrow's Thursday. We might be able to finish tomorrow. I'm thinking we might be able to finish this tomorrow. And Doug will be the last chip drawn this evening with a 2003. 2003 for Doug. And that is what we have for tonight. My back's starting to kill me, and I've got some other things to get straightened out. I got to start working on boxes and packages to go out tomorrow. And tomorrow evening, we should be able to pick up on this and finish up this show. It looks like I have almost as many as I started with. But if you guys can be here tomorrow evening, I'll be here tomorrow evening, and we can make this work. We can work it out. I'll be doing reveals again, picked up on Friday. The reveals on Friday. Tomorrow evening will be the second half of this proof pull, and then Friday will be reveals most of the day. And then either Friday evening or Saturday evening, not sure right now, I'll open that 1963 sealed bag and we'll see what we have there. So I appreciate it, folks. I will see you tomorrow, Mickey, and everyone else will be on tomorrow evening. I appreciate it. You guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you later.